Right, guys. So let's continue our journey of our. Yeah, I'm going to move it a little bit. Okay. Let's continue our journey of iOS development, and we get the back end most of the time ready, but the front end is not ready. So yeah, we have to finish the front end as well. So in this video, I'm going to just quickly generate a quick like UI, and I'm thinking of a split view. I am a great fan of split view. I use them multiple times, whether in Mac development or in your Android iOS phone development. Right, it's a very convenient, very powerful tool, and you can get things done pretty quickly. Okay, so let's do it. And the first foremost, of course, is to add some of the file that can represent quickly as a view. So you can use Command N to quickly get a file generated, and of course you can just right click. Okay, I always have a hard time creating file because I often just generate down below, create it down below rather than using this like shortcut. So I learned something new today. Okay, so first of all, I'd like a sidebar. Okay, so basically it will serve as the name suggests, the sidebar. So sidebar, and I'm going to say sidebar view just to have the same name as whatever that is a view, so I can just group them together later in a view directory. So everything is a view, so it's just much easier to rearrange project and do things that sort of conform to the design pattern. Okay, let me just sit comfortably. Right. So sidebar view, don't seem to have any problem. So let's just create this, and then I can get a sidebar, and maybe some of the content and detail. Okay, so I'm going to say content. Okay, content view, and already exists. So maybe another name. Let's think about this. Sidebar, and maybe just the detail. But that would be two views, so we have to add some of the functional view here. Now let's just do that. Let's do this detail view. All right, so that's two view down, and let's just give it some of the view. I think I might use with UI for it, right? Because if I generate this way, it would just be the foundation. Of course, we can do that manually, but you can also do that automatically. Okay, so I'm going to do something hacky. It's not hacky, by the way. It's just you can just rename this. Okay, so content view, and you can cut it, and then you can delete this, and just remove all the way to the trash, and sweep UI view. Okay, that's better one. Okay, the detail view, got that to automatically generate code for you. Hello, this is detail view. This is a detail view. All right, and we even got a preview working, and we got sidebar view. Right, you can just click this and wait for it. Yeah, so you can copy that, go to delete, and move to trash, and got a new view out. Right, so sidebar view. Yep, and hello, welcome to sidebar view. Okay, so we got two view on our belt, and the content view is automatically generated, so it's already done. Okay, so once we get that done, we can go to the main app view. So we got this Ultraterran, and we got this window group, and inside the window group right now is just to go to the content view directly, which I don't want. I'm going to add a navigation split view. So it's not a navigation link. It's like a split view, so you can split and you get multiple sections that you can walk around. So navigation split view, right? Navigation split view, and inside here we can wrap everything here. I think the content view, we're not going to add this to the content view, but rather add to the navigation split view, right? So inside of navigation split view, we got this. I think the first one should be sidebar view. Okay. Once we got the sidebar view ready, okay, and then I'm going to show the content. Okay, and inside of it will be the content view. That's the thing that I just copied. Okay, and I can show the detail. So this will be the detail view. It's pretty standard because you can't just conform with navigation split view. Okay, so if you look at navigation split view, it should provide sidebar, the content as well as detail. Right now I already got all this view as with UI view. Okay, so there is nothing to worry about. And right now I believe we can just run this in simulator, even though it won't show any data, just some like a dummy data view, but still it can work, and it's very convenient by using this like a reference tab. Okay, so let's quickly test it out, just to wait it out. And okay, I think it's not finished building. Okay, let me just reopen that. Welcome to the sidebar view, right? You might wonder what the heck is going on. Where is the the detail view? Pretty simple. You need to like switch the phone, okay, and it will automatically change the detail view. And here to a sidebar here. Okay, so yeah, welcome to the sidebar view. We got hello world, and then we got this. Yeah, I think I did not get the navigation. So that's the reason why this part is go. Okay, and I can't click and drag, so maybe just like home and rotate it back. Just to quickly rotate it back. I think maybe I can rotate it back. Okay, so I can do this. Okay, still like this will just get everything out. But if I rotate it back, it will just go to this sidebar view. Okay, so yeah, we got this navigation split view system working, but there is no data showing here. So the next step naturally is to make it actually show our data. Okay, and yeah, right now it's just a sidebar. The content, the detail doesn't do much of a thing. So I'm thinking of something that can actually filter the spectrum. Okay, so right now the spectrum is like a unique. It's not like unique. It's like more like the spectrum of data that we organize different data to different parts. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to add a filter struct, and yeah, maybe add some modification to our original data. So what I'm going to do is to add a filter struct. So I think this time it will not be a view because it will handle the logic. We're going to use Swift to handle logic. So that's just Swift will be suffice. So filter, and this helper function will be created, and in fact, I'm just showing Finder. Alright, and use Visual Studio Code to do it. Okay, just to get rid of the restrict mode, just trust it so the Copilot can up and run it. Right now, I'm just make a struct filter, and yeah, so far so good. But since this filter will be like unique, and we can store that, so I'm going to make it identifiable, that's unique, and we have to store that so we can find it everything uniquely. So it have to be hashable, and we can just say identifiable as well as hashable. So alright, identifiable and hashable, and then we can continue. Okay, let me just accept all that, and then we're going to edit that. So ID, nothing wrong with that. Name, nothing wrong with that. Value, maybe need to change whether it's selected boolean. Yeah, let me change that. So I'm give you a specific icon for different selection. So I can have a specific string, and that string will be represented by will be connected to the SF symbol here. So I'm going to search SF symbol here. Okay, so basically if you're going to reference a specific SF symbol, you can just select this in the SF symbol. If you don't know how to install that, you just go to Apple's website, you download this app, and you can reference that. Okay, so you can search, for example, if you want get something like all. Okay, and you can get a specific icon here. So for example, small circle field, something like that, or device, I don't know, maybe something like connectivity, all sort of icon. Okay, and then for example, you want to get say the recent. Okay, you can get like a clock-like thing. Of course, you can use I don't know, maybe nature, and this will be the like recent whatever. Okay, but if you want to use this, just right click and you copy name. Okay, if you copy name and you paste it here, and you can see you can just pass it in a string. Okay, so in order for you to store that, you have to have a certain structure. Remember, we put everything inside the struct. So I'm going to say the icon will be a string. Okay, name of a string, icon will be a string, and we can add specific tag for it as well. So the for the specific tag, this is like a spectrum of things, and we are at a specific spectrum. Okay, so I'm going to say spectrum. Spectrum will be I think spectrum will be a spectrum. Spectrum, yeah, I think that should do it. Okay, yeah, I think that's all. And yeah, you don't need to equate what source code. Okay, so filter. Do I spell it wrong? Filter. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this. So I think, yeah, sometimes you give me false alarm. That have nothing to do with the code. But sometimes you don't need to worry about that. Just trust the process and go with the flow. So I'm going to add like 2 filter here. So they will be our default filter. Of course, you can add your filter as well. So the normally if you go to a like a website or forum, something like that, you can get the most recent post as well as the just all of the content. So that will be our 2 initial thing. Of course, you can add more. I can, yeah. By the way, let's just add more. So maybe add a yeah. There's a funny thing. If you go to a website, you say that we got like the hottest video for this week, this month, and maybe this year. Okay, we can do that. Yeah. By the way, let's just do that. So what I'm going to do is to add multiple selection here. So let me just add one more. So we got this. So if you modify a specific idea, and you got a specific modification date, and I'm going to have a minimum value here. That's because if you don't got a minimum value, you can't, like filter that you can't filter. For example, this is right now, okay, and we want to filter from now to like 7 days ago, half a year ago, and 1 year ago, 3 years ago, something like that. But you have to have a minimum value, that is the date that the original generated, and then you can start from that point. So that will be our base point of the update. Okay, so yeah, let me just type it out so you can, yeah, it will make sense later. Okay, so I'm going to say a minimum update date. So this will be our like the base date or the fastest date that ever exists. So in dates we can just use like a distant past, so we can use date and dots. Okay, and then we can say distant past and distant futures is like a really helper attribute that you can use to quickly get that specific date. You don't need to worry about that. It's just a like high level thing. Okay, so you can just get a distant past and everything's ready. And once you are ready, then here is some default filtering that you can store in the static. Okay, we can get a static var and say all thing, and we can filter that. Okay, all equals to, we can generate a filter, and we got a specific name, icon, and yeah, let me just accept that, because normally the Copilot have been doing a great job in filling like generate instance, so we just need to check it, and sometimes you can just get the icon ready as well. So let's just yeah, when I actually run that, I can actually see the icon and see whether it's doing a good job. So all, okay, icon, and the spectrum is new. Yeah, we got a specific name. Yeah, we haven't got ID yet, so let's add an ID just before it. So ID will be some sort of a UUID. So there will be a unique identifier, and we got a specific name. There's all this like cognitive crystal, I spell this way. Yeah, name just all cognitive crystals. Like we got a specific icon, and we got a specific spectrum. I don't think we need a spectrum for this, so maybe just delete the spectrum is not necessary. Let me for now. Right, and of course we could get this active crystal. Yeah, maybe not that. So, but we can accept some part of it. So recent, I'm going to say recent 7 days. Okay, and we got this filter UUID. Yeah, name recent 7 days of the cognitive crystal. We got this like a calendar thing. Yeah, that would do. And of course, things is recent 7 days. You can do some like quick calculation. Okay, so let's do this. So 7 days. Every day we got 24 hours. Every hour got 60 minutes, and then every minute got 60 seconds. Okay, and yeah, that's, do I do this correctly? Let me check it. Okay, let's do that again. So we got 24 hours a day, sorry, and we got 60 minutes an hour, and 60 minutes per minute per second. Yeah, let's just do that again. we got 24 hours. This is how many minutes we have. This is how many seconds we have. Okay, so this is how many seconds we have, and we got like 7 days, so multiply that by 7. Okay, that's how many seconds that we have. And in order for you guys to see this clearly, I'm going to divide it by 7. So this is like a daily seconds amount. What I'm going to do is to use this. Okay, so right now I'm going to say the like the minimum update date. That will be a specific date, but we can just access that by referring to now, and I'm going to add the time interval. Okay, let me just I'm going to add time interval, and that time interval it's not this time. You need to pass a specific number, and that number will be that should do. Okay, so you don't need to just provide a specific number, but you can just hard code the calculation in it and allow the computer to do this work. So we got 7 days, 24 hours, 60 minutes, and 60 seconds. So that will be our time interval. And don't forget, it's like now, right? And we get time interval. It's a minus number, so we go back to 7 days. So that will be our filter. Okay, so it'll be the minimum update date, and of course you can just duplicate this. I think you can just command D to duplicate. I can't do that. Maybe just let Copilot do this work. So static var last 30 days and recent 30 days calendar minimum update, and just 30. So just 7 days a week and 30 days a month, and maybe 12. Yeah, maybe just a 1 year, 19 days. Yeah, I can do that. I can live with that. And let me add one more. Static and 180 days. Maybe not. Yeah, 365 days, and we got all. Yeah, I think that should do it. So we got a lot of things to filter here. Okay, so we got a lot of static, and then let's add the let's add a hash function. So hash into hasher in out hasher, and hasher combine a specific ID. Yeah, that should do. And we can have a static function filter left hand side. LHS means the left hand side right away, and right hand side short for RHS. Okay, it will be give you a boolean, and you compare the left and right. Okay, so that should do. We got a specific return value. And by the way, if you don't know what I'm doing, I'm going to explain that for you. So, do you remember that we got a protocol called the hashable, right? And if you're using specific protocol, I think I already discussed that in my intro video. If you are following a specific protocol, and you're making a customer function, right? You're making the filter function, but this function is following a specific protocol, and they will use the unique ID property to contribute the hash value. Okay, it's the hashable, it's identifiable. So you have to be unique ID property, and you distribute that hash value, and the in-out keyword. Remember here, we got this in-out keyword. And that is the indication that the hasher parameter is passed by reference, and it can be modified within the function. Okay, so it's just it's too much of jargon. If you don't know, that you have to do this. You have to do this and find this identity, like identifiable ID, like a unique ID, and pass it out, so you can store this. And here we got static function. So it will be this. We overload the equality operator. So basically, we got this equality operator here. So left side and right side. Basically, we overload this to our filter struct. Okay, and it will return a specific thing. Okay, so this is not a specific thing that is set. Okay, so it will return a specific boolean, and that boolean can be equal. Okay, so if it imply that it's equal, that will be true. Okay, so if it's not equal, it will be false. So yeah, this like implementation is also, you have to use this in conjunction with the hashable protocol. Okay, so it's just you can sort of treat this as a boilerplate code in order to make it hashable. Okay, so you want to use hashable, you're going to use this bunch of really ugly code. Okay, so yeah. And right now, we have to, sort of publish that filter to our data controller, so we can control the data, right? So if you got a filter, it's like you got a specific remote controller, but you got no TV to control. So we have to, get this bunch of code connected to data in somewhere, and we got this data controller here. We got this data controller, that container, we got a static, and I think this is the good way to put it here. We can add a publish, and I think I can still do this in Copilot. I'm a great fan of Copilot. What can I say? I'm lazy. Okay, so just publish it here. Okay, spectrum, maybe not the case. Okay. I'm going to just add a var, and I'll select this spectrum, yeah, selected filter, I think, selected filter. Okay, that will be a filter all. Okay, let me add an option here, so that should do it. Has no member or type filter does not have a member or. Okay, let's go to the filter, and it's not saved. Okay, so I have to save it here in order for the code to actually show up here, and then we can go to the data controller, and voila, we got no error. That's a good thing, right? Okay, we publish that data. We can actually filter the data, but there's still no way of us seeing the actual filter. So how to do that? I think the best way is go to the sidebar view and add that filter. Okay, so welcome to sidebar view. And I think instead of just welcome everyone else, you can actually add a environment object. I think I already injected this in the data. Okay, we got this environment object of data controller, and we can reference this to the sidebar view. Right, I'm going to say environment object and var, and we got data controller. I think I'm going to write the code here rather than here. Okay, just with the compiler's help, I can write code much quickly. Okay, data controller, and that will be a data controller, and then we can have a specific section that's dedicated for the functionality of filter, and I'm going to say the the default filter. Okay, you can name whatever you want. Default filters will be, I'm going to say the filter filter and put it in array. So default, we can just show everything. Okay, we got recent 7 days, 30 days, 90 days, 118 days, all for a filter. We're going to install that in the array, and we're going to use all this later on. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty good. And yeah, let's check it out. Okay, nothing wrong with this. And then we got law, we got view. Welcome to here. And I think I can actually use this. Okay, so instead of just use the text, let me just delete it, and I'm going to use the list to show it. So list, inside of here we got a specific selection, and we got the binding hashable. You have to be hashable. So let them to be a binding. So selection will be our data controller, and data controller inside of it, I think I got is like the data controller. Yeah, I think I can just delete all that. Okay, and then we got this specific thing in here that is should be show. Right now I think I'm going to finish data controller, select the filter. Perfect. And then for each of the default filters, we're going to single out a specific filter, and then we're going to say a specific. Yeah, we can sort of just name this, but we can even more and just add even more to it, so we can have a navigation link, and we can have a navigation link. We can have a specific value for it, and that value will be just passing in the filter. Okay, and then we got a specific label, and that label we have a name. We single out the filter's name. We got this filter's icon as the system image. We're passing a string. Remember, we made a string. We can pass it here, so I can use this. Yeah, if you go back here and save the sidebar view, shouldn't be a problem. Hopefully, finger crossed, and let's run this. Okay, finger crossed, we can show a lot of filter here. So hello world, go back. Okay, we got all the cognitive crystals. Okay, right now it does not filter anything. Okay, but we will save that. This has got like a calendar sort of thing. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, we can do that. Because essentially it's just all sort of a calendar. Yeah, and by the way, that icon is automatically generated by Copilot. Is that amazing? Okay, and we can go to different like a filter here. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And of course, I can go back and go to here. We can filter that, and we got some more things going on, and we can filter this. Okay. That's pretty good. Okay, so I think it's already 30 minutes. That's already pretty long. So I'm going to pause it here and see you in the next video. Okay, bye.